Please, one house, are you recording or are you broadcasting live? Which of them are you doing? The phone. Huh? Recording. You set it up, Abby, so you sit down so those behind you can see. Alright? Okay, so now, but before we go to what we have on the projector screen, we want to understand something. Let's do it this way. Everybody bring out your phone and your internet-enabled devices. Bring out your phone, your internet-enabled devices. Okay? So, now the question is, what I want you to do first is this. You want to buy property. Think of any property of your choice, okay, that you want to buy. It could be a land, it could be a 3-bedroom apartment, it could be a self-call, any of the things or the property, any property you want to buy. Type it on, go to Google and type it on Google and tell me what you got. Let's do that now in the next 2 minutes. Go to Google, bring out your phone, go to Google, search something you want to buy. And tell me what you got. The first 3 things you will get, I want to hear them. Okay? The first 3. The first 3 things you got. Are we there?
Yeah.
Okay? Let me hear what you have.
I searched for a house for sale in Banana Island.
Okay.
I'm seeing the first one, luxury flats in Banana Island. 2-bed, 3-bed apartment.
Okay. Luxury house for sale in Banana Island. Okay, so you have luxury. Now, when you look at this, you see at the side of the left side of the screen, you see AD.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
And AD stands for? Thank you. Okay, so now we scroll. As we scroll on, we get to see how many AD on his own screen. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 ADs, okay, which means 4 different websites that is meeting that thing he searched for. Then when I scroll further, I have house for sale in Banana Island in Koi, but this time around it has nothing to do with AD. Okay? I'm talking about based on his own. Okay? So, sorry. Land for sale in Lagos. And you see number 8, Odebi Street of Aruna Bus Stop, Oba, Ikeja. Okay? Now this thing I see here is somebody's Google My Business account. Okay? Somebody's Google My Business account, that is what is reflecting on that point I just read, that is somebody's Google My Business account. And you see the call button, when you click on it, it shows you the person's number so you can call. Now, what do you understand from this search you just carried out? What do you understand from this search?
I can see different options of what I want.
Okay.
The promoted ads are showing first.
Yes.
Okay.
The ads are coming first.
Okay.
When people search for a keyword, they can learn.
That is good.
I wanted to say that is what you are about to say.
Okay, because of time, this is it. You searched. Number one thing is that none of you searched for a name of an estate. That is one thing you need to take note of. I say search for what you want to buy, and you searched without putting any name of estate. But if I ask you to list your property, you start writing the name of your estate. So how will they find it?
Chase is the name of this person. I put name of it. There was no ad.
Yes.
I ask you, search for what you want to buy. And most of you searched without putting the name of an estate. That's what that point is saying, that people who actually want to buy property type name of estates. So the question is, why do you add the name of estate when listed your own property? This is the question. That's why they don't find you. So they don't know the name of your estate. Sell the product, sell what they need, not the name of your estate. Are we together? All right. So the only time I would have to type the name of your estate is if I've had about it before, I have maybe gone to your office before, I've seen your advert on the billboard before, so I just want to go confirm something online. That's why I search for your name. But what if I have not known your name before? The name of the estate, I don't know it before, which means I will search for it. So that is, now imagine how many thousands and millions search you would have been missing because you were using the name of the estate. Is it clear?
Yes.
So how does the Google search work? How does Google search work? Now, somebody made a point about that the ads appearing first. The promoted ad appearing first. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. Google don't work that way. Whether you pay or you don't, like his own, when I was searching, there are some paid ad at the top first, but below you still saw some paid ad. While in between there were ads that were not paid that were appearing before the paid ad. What that means is that if you meet your ad meets the query or the terms the person used in listing that property, it will show whether paid or not paid. It's not biased that, okay, let's list those who paid first. It doesn't work that way. It is based on which of this search meets what this person is searching for. Yes, whether paid or not. Okay? So, but paying gives you the opportunity of reaching a wider audience. You are reaching a wider audience, agreed. But the thing is, you could list and you're appearing at page 100 of the Google search results. You could pay and still appear at page 100. Okay, if you have not cancelled the search result page, let me see your phone. Okay. All right, so.
Excuse me, sir. Is it irrespective of your budget?
I'm coming, we'll get to that side. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of. Okay, you're on the phone device, so I'm not really seeing page 1, page 2, page 3, and so on. Yeah. So, but if you're using a system, most of the time, you will see where it has page 1, 2, down to 10, and so on. So, as you click on those pages, you still see people's ad there. And the question is, how many times have you gone to those pages? Most of the time we don't go there, we'll just search as if the person is, or what I'm looking for is not here. You change your search again. That's what you do. And most of the time, we pay, and we appear at page 1,000. So, you're like, they don't scam me. Okay, but the truth is nobody scam me. Alright? So, how does the Google search work? So, it works based on search queries. So, number one thing I want you to take note of is that for the benefit of those who are joining us for the first time, I think one of the classes we had some time ago, I made it very clear that Google is the only market entry point, or the most global market entry point. What I mean by market entry point is that when I want to buy anything, okay, people who really want to buy, 80% to 95% of them don't go to social media to search for what they want to buy. They go through Google, okay? So if the market and the online market entry point is through Google, so what you do is, if you know people who wants to buy property and you know they will always park, okay, how many of you grew up in the village? Let me see. Don't be shy if you grew up in the village. I also grew up in the village. I'm a village guy, okay? So how many of you know how to fish or catch meat? Let me see hand up. All right. Now, I've done the both of them. I know how to do the both of them. Okay, so now during the raining season, there's a particular fish in my area that is said to be laying egg. Okay, so what they do is it doesn't like dirt. So it always makes its environment clean. So what we use in catching that fish is dirt. So you tie dirt on the hook and place it in front of his house. So when he comes, he wave it with the tail. The dirt refuses to go away. Wave it with the tail. The dirt refuses to go. So he will hold it with the mat. As he's dragging it to throw it away, you catch the fish. Okay? So so you know what he wants, and you have the strategy of getting it. And sometimes, for those who catch animal, there are people, they know the footprint of every animal. Okay? So when they know, okay, there is a particular animal that is always passing through this place, so they go there to wait for it. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so they set trap there and get that animal. For those of you, it's good to grow up in the village, you have missed this one.
Exactly.
So when you set that trap, when passing, you get to catch the animal. Right? So now is the point. Now, I always assume or see marketing or sales like either fishing or hunting. Okay? So if you know that, okay, this route, there are always, why do you think people set billboard? And you know that these billboards you see in different locations in Lagos, every location have their prices. So if I have a particular location and the class of people in that location are top notch and there are a lot of vehicular traffic in that route, the price will not be the same. The price of signing in a billboard inside Chongotedu is not the same in VI. Okay? So the same thing applies. So when you know that Google is the marketplace, so you go to Google to wait for them. Is it clear?
Yes.
If Google is the market entry point, so you go to Google to wait for them. And that is why we started this series with the Google My Business training. How many of you are in the Google My Business class? So you need to know how to use Google My Business. The truth is, you could make the person whom I saw his or her own listing on his search did not do paid ad, but I saw it. If he actually meets the demand of what I want to buy, I would have contacted him or her without him running an ad. Okay? So that is the point. So it's good you own a Google My Business account. All right, so that is about that section, talking about Google. So, still on the Google search. Now, there are what we call keywords. Keywords. So keywords are just like words, phrases, sentences that people use in search in different search engines. So I've been mentioning the word Google all this while. There are different search engines out there, okay? But the truth is Google gets 95% of all the search globally. So every other search engine is sharing the remaining 5. So that's why people talk about Google search. They're always mentioning Google, okay? So there are actually other search platforms out there. So the question is, if you want to run if you want to run an ad on Google, the first thing you need to know is, what will people use in searching for this product if they are looking for this product? Okay? That is what you need to find out. What will they use? If I'm the one that wants to buy this product, what will I use to search for? What are the search terms? What are the search criteria? Okay? That is what you need to understand. Are we together? So if you understand the search criteria, the search queries people use in searching for your product and services, at least you have scaled one of the step. It is not just about listing your product on Google, it's by understanding the search criteria. Okay? Alright. So now on your notes, right away, I want you to list 5 search queries you will use to search for the products you are selling if you're the one. to search for the same product. I repeat, 5 search query or 5 keywords you would use to search for your product, or you think people will use in searching for your product. Is the point clear? 5 of them.
Is this for single products or?
I don't know how many products you have, so you can do it for one single product. Different 5 ways you think they will search for it. And after you've known the search keyword, the next thing is you need to analyze between search volume and search relevance. I repeat, after you've known the search keyword, you also need to know the search relevance and the search volume. Now, this is it. I want to buy a car, okay? Would somebody that wants to buy a car, just like when you were searching for the properties just now, nobody will go online and just click on and just type land. You want to buy land, and the only thing you search for is land. You just go to Google and type land. If you do that, let me see your hand up. But if I tell you to target now, most of you will target the word land. Is it clear? Okay, let's do it like this. I want to buy a car, like I said earlier. Car is a broad keyword. Okay? Car. Car could mean toy car. Car could mean tokumbo. Car could mean different things, luxury, and so on. Okay? Car is a broad keyword. Because of the volume, so most persons will be deceived to search for, to use key. So when they want to run their ad, they will say anybody who type car. And I want to buy a toy car for my baby. I see there, I type toy car. Because this is your target keyword, I will find you. And what I'm looking for is toy car. And Google will charge you because they have met your demand. Your demand is that anybody who is searching for car should find you. So they have found you. So the agreement has been closed. So you pay for toy car. And you say, I ran an ad, it did not work. So the point you should take home is that don't focus on volume, look for relevance. Okay? Don't focus on volume. Car will give me a lot of traffic to my website if I'm targeting car. But someone who is selling car, you need to be specific. What kind of car am I selling? Is like if I want to buy a car, I might have the picture or the idea of the car I want to buy. Okay, I want to buy Toyota Camry, I want to buy Lexus, and so on. So the person who actually wants to buy a car will type exactly what he wants to buy. So you should phrase your keyword according to what you know you are selling and relevant to when somebody needs it. Are we together? Is it clear? Okay, so now, so we have volume and we have relevance. Okay? Now, how do you research your relevance? In the industry you operate in, are there people who you admire in the online space? Okay? Let's say she's always selling and you admire, how will I be like her? She has won 5 cars in 3 years. I want to start selling like her. And maybe one day she's now an ambassador. She came to a presentation and she tell you, I'm using online to sell. It's okay, she's using online. What I need to do is if she has a website, she has a blog, I'll go to that blog. And I want to spy on what she is doing to make the sales. And it's very simple. You can spy on anybody, even your president with Google. Okay, so it's very simple. If I want to know the last thing you typed on Google, it's very simple. Okay? So, now Google is actually one of the most powerful tools outside, what you call outside email. The next most powerful tool on the internet is Google. Email is the first and most powerful tool on Google, on the internet. The next is Google. Okay, so now Okay, let's do this practical. Competitor. So when you, okay, let me ask before that side loads up, let me ask you one thing. When you did that first search I asked you to do, okay, what are the websites that showed up? Can you list them? GG,
Afro House,
Afro,
something homes.
okay, property center,
Private property.
private property,
Fair points. Fair points.
GG,
Is it JIJI?
Yes.
JIJI.
Private property.
private,
Fair points.
property center,
Nigerian property.
so on and so forth, okay? So let's just say we use these top three, okay? Now, which of them is getting more traffic? And what exactly are they doing to get this traffic? Because the reason why you pay them money to advertise is because you believe that people will go there to search for them. Sometimes people don't go directly to those places to search, they pass through. And if you look at it, they are also doing ads. So you pay them money, after collecting money from several people, they use few persons' money to run ads and people find them. And you wonder, Nigerian Property Center, when I list my product there, I will sell. You can also sell without listing your property there. They are using Google. You also have access to Google. So why not list your product there yourself? Okay? So that takes me to a tool built, a different tool for actually carrying out this exercise. But I use this because it's built by a mentor who. All right. Uber suggests. Uber as in the Uber taxi. Okay, Uber suggests. Look at it, ubersuggest.com. Go to ubersuggest.com. And now let's analyze some things and see the number of traffic some websites are getting and what keyword is giving them those traffic. All right? So, okay, what's the website of PWAN Max? Permission to use PWAN Max first. So, please, eyes on the screen, though. I will repeat myself. So, this is PWAN Max, all right? PWANmax.com, the full URL. I type and I click on search. Let's see the volume of traffic they are getting and what is driving those traffic to their websites. Before we even go to the Nigerian Property Center and the rest, let's go in-house first. Network is a bit slow, so sorry. You can actually do it on your phone as well, okay? Because I know the network sometimes is slow. PWANmax.com. Type PWANmax.com there. Yeah.
It has opened.
Sorry?
It has opened.
Whose zone has opened?
That's all.
All right. Wow. Okay, let's begin to analyze. Organic keyword. Please take note. Organic keyword is 60. Organic monthly traffic. Organic means it is not a paid ad traffic. Okay? It is 1,488. Domain authority is 3. Backlink is 6. That's good, right? Now let's begin to see what page of the website is bringing the traffic to them. Sorry?
No, the phone network.
I don't see what you're saying.
I'm using a phone, there's no way you see what I'm saying.
If I that phone will come from my own.
Let's see what you have.
See the way my own is here.
You're not doing what I asked you to do. I say go to ubersuggest.com. When Uber Suggest open, there search for p1max.com. That's what we say. You know, I'm saying Google there. What you are opening is
On a fresh page.
Same page.
Try use the trial version. Just for now. After you finish, if you want to continue using it, you can go and pay. Okay. Okay, so let me explain now, right? Now, number one thing that is driving traffic to this website here is say P1 Homes Port Harcourt. So when you search for P1 Home Port Harcourt, what shows up is P1 Max. That's what it means. So most of the people who have been visiting P1 Max website are people who are searching for P1 Max Port Harcourt. Not that they are looking for property to buy. They are searching for P1 Max Port Harcourt. Eh? So which means maybe it could be a PBO that wants to know the office address of P1 Max. It could be somebody that just wants to know if P1 Max exists in Port Harcourt. Okay, so does this, let's move to that. Then another said P1 subsidiaries. That is the next keyword that is driving the traffic to them. So when you type P1 subsidiaries, so people will visit P1 Max website will pop up. Private beach in Lagos. Okay? Private beach in Lagos is even giving them a lot of traffic than the Port Harcourt and private and subsidiary. So the question is, why should I be targeting private beach? Is it a resort company? Yours is still loading. You can see like mine is loading. Okay, yours is finished loading. It has popped up, so you now scroll down. What did you say? P1 Max. Just put the .com, the name must be complete. Okay, but you almost have what I have here because the reason what you search for is P1 Max, not P1max.com. Okay? So, but you still see some of the things I'm saying below. Suggested keyword ideas and so on. Okay? So, but back to the point. So, we have Lekki Garden Estate, Port Harcourt. Land document in Nigeria. Okay, this one is a little bit related to what they do. Okay? So, now we have real estate investment company. Okay? Please, one house. Let's not divide the class, one house. So, top SEO pages. Okay, they have different pages on the website. Number one is the home page. The home page is getting more visitors than any other page. One of the pages that is getting visitors that has to do with a particular property is P1 Mass Garden Estate. Where is this one? Let me see. Okay, let me go. You can actually click and go to that particular page. Let's see which of the page is this.
Have you seen this? What did it say?
Okay, this is the property page that is giving them the highest traffic. Mass Garden. Okay, what that means is that people are locating Mass Garden more than any other page in the website, outside the home page. More people are locating the website, locating this particular page on the website. I don't know, this one is nobody's fault. Internet is slow, that's why I'm using this person's phone. So you can look at it. So now when you do, what you now do is, this is just an example. I'll show you how to then steal from them. Hello? After you have seen this, I will now show you how to steal from them. I'm not saying steal from PWAN Max, steal from your competitors. PWAN Max is not your competitor.
There's no to explain.
Okay, that would be better.
Our ginger man.
Okay, so these were the data I was reading out. Okay, organic keyword, monthly traffic, which means every month you have this number of people visiting the website. Okay, then domain authority, backlink, and so on. Then I scroll down. Okay, now here I have the pages that are driving the most traffic. The first is the home page, which is pwanmax.com. That is the landing page when you go to the website. Then the next page is the PWAN Max Garden Estate Omagwa page. That page is getting more traffic, second to the home page. Then the third we have there is Wonder Works Event Planning. Where is that one coming from? Well, they have a page called Wonder Works. I don't know what wonder they are doing here, but there's a Wonder Works page there. Then Anambra Estates, that page where all the Anambra Estates are listed, is driving more traffic. Okay. Then you also have seminar registration page, which is the page where most of you registered. Okay. Those are the things that are driving traffic. All right. So let's go further. So these are like suggestions and so on. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is just to give you an idea on how to. The truth is, if you log into the paid version, you get more data beyond what you have here now, right? But this is not what we actually focus on doing. Just to give you an idea of what. Okay, now let's go to the Nigerian property centers where most of you like to patronize, and let's see the level of traffic. Yeah.
Is it the same old batch of this?
Are we leaving the last again?
No, I'm not leaving the passages. I just want to get the URL for Nigerian property center. I'm not sure if this is the URL, so I want to search for it. It's not the URL.
It's Nigerian property.
Nigerian Property Center.
Center.
Yeah. So I've gotten it. So I'm copying the URL. Please, eyes on the screen. Copying the URL, NigerianPropertyCenter.com. I copy. I go to Uber Suggest. And I'll paste it on the search. You can see the search bar here. Remove the PWAN Max, put it there, and press enter and wait. You can see the difference. Organic keywords, 39,756. Compared to the one we just searched, we should get more traffic.
This.
Organic monthly traffic, 160,215. Domain authority and backlinks. So you see why Yeah, and let's see the pages that is driving more traffic. And these also help you to note what people are searching for more. Okay? By knowing what is giving them traffic, also give you an idea. These are what are people really searching for more. If you look at the house for sale in Nigeria, that page is giving them a lot of traffic. Houses for sale in Lagos. Real estate and property. I'm not seeing the rent. Real estate and property in Nigeria for sale and rent. Houses, flats, land for sale in Nigeria, and so on and so forth. You can see the rates of, and you can also see their social share. This will also give you an idea of what should I share on social media. Okay? So what that means is this page, the content of this page here are being searched on social media or shared on social media more than any other listing. You can see the Facebook. Are we together?
Yes.
So now, what should you or how should you list your product if you want to?
I want to ask, looking at this, does it mean that we can also hashtag what these people are searching for when we try to post on Facebook?
Yeah.
They don't get the question.
Okay, what it's asking is, when posting on social media, can he use hashtag of some of the terms on this page? The answer is yes. Okay, you don't just use hashtag. The hashtag should be relative to what people are searching for, what is trending at that moment. Mr. Chris?
But if you do that, would if somebody click on it, will it come back to you? It's not going to the person that.
No. Doesn't go to them. Okay?
What if the keyword does not fully describe the content?
Okay, so the question now is, the key that they are driving traffic does not mean you should do what they do. So is the traffic relative to what you do? So house for sale, do you have house for sale? Yes. If you have house for sale, do what they are doing on their house for sale page. But if you don't have house for sale, you are selling land and you decide to do what house for sale page is doing. But when the person gets to the website, he sees that it's land you are selling, he leaves, and that is what we call bounce. Okay? Where somebody comes to your page, bounce in web language, somebody visits your website, has land on the website, he didn't bother clicking on any other thing, he just leaves. That is bounce. Okay? You get the idea? Alright. So does that answer your question? Any other question, please? Because like I said, there's a little bit to do.
But such this is not against the Google policy.
For
what I mean, such this thing is not going. What I mean is not against the Google policy.
to spy on competitor. Don't worry, we'll go to tool provided by Google to spy on your competitor also. Google provides tools for you to do that as well, so it's not a crime. If there's any organization that is good at spying at people, it's Google. Google knows that you are here now.
Yes.
You have a geolocator on your phone. You are carrying your phone. The Google app is there, so Google knows your current location. Yeah.
Even without data. Even if you have conversation like you want to buy shirts, and if you come online with the same shirt for sale.
I don't know exactly what it is.
You always type in not the company, you just type Nigerian Property Center. The Nigerian Property Center without .com will give you a different result than when you type Nigerian Property Center.
Because there's a center.
Yeah, because centers, there are different types of center. Okay? So you need to understand that there's a difference between the URL and just the term that makes up the URL. Alright? Okay, so now that is the tools are plenty, but I just introduced this to you. Alright? So
Which other?
okay, let's go to keyword planner. Keyword planner. instead of going to Keyword Planner, I'll go to, okay, let's take it the other way around. Let me go to the Google Ad platform so I can get it from there instead of trying to access it separately. Okay, so how do we go to the Google Ad platform? Just like if you want to do ad on Facebook, you have business.facebook.com. There you access your ad manager, your campaign manager, and so on and so forth. So if I want to run ad on Google, where should I go to? I go to ads.google.com. ads.google.com, and it takes me here.
Inside the Google My Business, there's a place to see Google.
All Google platforms are linked together in one way or the other. You could actually run, if you are trying to run ad on that Google My Business platform, it will still take you to this platform we are going into. Yeah, you can move from your Google My Business account, but this is the actual right entry into the platform, all right? And like every other Google services, you need to have a Gmail account to access this. So if you are not using Gmail, you can't access this interface, all right? So what do? All I need to do is to sign in or get started. Anyone I click on will still take me. Oh, I have to log in. Oh, I need to. Okay, let's see what this one takes us to. No, this person was creating an ad before, so I need to sign out. Okay, so I click on this section here, which is say new Google Ads account. All right. So to have the same interface with you who is just doing it for the first time. So, and this is what you see. Now, please never work with this one. This first interface you see, never work with it. Because this interface will only make you spend more money and not give you the results. Why? Because this is like, let me call it like a template. So it makes it easy for you to create the ad. But your targeting is not detailed. You can't do detailed targeting. So it is just broad. You just reach a lot of persons. It's just Google helping you to do everything for yourself, for you, okay? So don't do this one. Instead, this is actually to guide you as a beginner, but don't use this one. That's the point I'm making. So scroll to the bottom, you see switch to expert mode. So click on that. So the steps are, sorry.
It's not saying on my phone. It's not your phone.
Step 1 say ads.google.com. On your browser address, your address bar, your address bar on the browser, ads.google.com. I did a search for it. So go to your browser, either Google Chrome, preferably Google Chrome. Type ads.google.com, okay? And it will open the first interface you saw that tells you log in or create account or get started, start now, okay? Is that what you see? Is that what you see? You're not responding. I'm moving forward. Please, today's class I'll be very fast and I will not wait for most of you. So, when I'm mentioning the points, do what I say you should be doing. Don't play around first and move us back, please. Just focus on exactly what we are doing today. Okay? No side talk. If you have any question, direct the question to me. I will answer you. Is that okay? Except for those who came late. All right, so let's proceed. So, like I said, we are moving into practical full time now. And I said, how do you create an ad account To create an ad account, one thing is that you must have a Gmail account. Okay? So after having a Gmail, you go to ads.google.com. And when you go there, okay, exactly, this is what you would see. This is what you saw me out on the screen before. You saw sign in and you saw start now. Okay? And I clicked on start now. So when you click on start now, it takes you, if you are not logged in into your Gmail, it will ask you to log in. Try this Google no times. Okay, for those of you using phone, because there's a mobile app for this also. So for those of you using phone, it will be telling you to download the app. Okay? So you can just say no thanks if you don't want to download the app. And it will go to this same interface that I have here. Okay? So just hold on. Somebody say something. Hold on, you are ahead of me.
It's different.
You are ahead of me. That interface is after this my interface. You will see. I will see that interface you are saying. Is it clear? So I have switched to expert mode now. Like I said, use the expert mode. Don't use that first interface.
Let me check. I'm not seeing anything like that.